wonder if it makes sense to like... Why is this dying? Let's see how this goes. You should hit that. Yeah. Okay. You have to be Fineberg 2.0 to chat while playing Block Wars. Yeah, I mean, I could talk during it. That's not the problem. It's doing right by my teammates and like not muting on them all the time, you know? Let me know if it's too loud. I think it's already a little dank. A little dank. There we go. Yeah, I love Block Wars, man. I love events. I love events. I'm just trying to finish up work on my server. We ended up making the project a lot bigger on the like dev meets. And there's some stuff I'm trying to like say, hey, let's put this away and do it next time because I want to make sure we can do the server and it doesn't take too long. But I'm also just I'm also just wanting to do cool stuff. Because initially I was just gonna do like another hangout server because at first I was the one that was gonna get the Bishojo server going because no one else was doing it. And staff weren't really handling too much of that. And then members were leaving, you know, so I was like, uh-oh. And I thought that people were going to stay. We didn't know how bad it was, right? So I was thinking like, okay, some are gonna stay, some are gonna leave. We still want to play games together though. And I was like, I don't know if that should be like the Bishojo server, you know what I mean, at that point. So I was like, okay, I'll just make a personal one and invite everyone to it. And it won't be linked to a group, right? It won't be linked to be like having to be in a group or something or be like considered related to a group. Because it also got awkward when we would invite friends and then people would be like, something, member of the group, something, oh, they're joining, you know, and we were like, actually, we just want to play with our friends, you know? So I was like, yeah, this is fine. I'll just make one. So it morphed into that. And then as I was working on it, everyone leaves. And then also at some point, Mouse like really wanted to do her own server. That was more of a friend server. And I was like, you know what? This is good because I like event-based stuff. So I was like, you do yours. And I'm gonna do something else. So now I'm working on one that's just like, you know, it's morphed into being very event-based. Which will be nice. I kind of want to do it the way Abe does Cobblemon in Rust Kingdoms where he brings it back. But do it for a shorter amount of time every time. Do that. I think that'll ultimately be more fun. And I also think whenever I do it, I'll just stream a shit ton. Whenever it's released. And just be like on constantly. Is it Pokemon based? No. We've had enough Cobblemon servers. I'm doing a custom mod pack. We're making completely unique stuff for it too. It's not just like putting mods together into a mod pack. We're completely reworking stuff ourselves as well. Like I'm paying a dev kind of thing. So that's why it takes a little time. I'm sure Henya would be so happy. She really, I feel like Henya needs Minecraft right now, dude. But I think event-based things are the way to go for me. I also think keeping them as short as possible is the way, and like packing everything into like a week or 2 weeks and keeping it as that. Having a clear end as well, like not doing everything in a way where it's Ooh, I want that because of Empress. But not doing it so that it doesn't have clear end and you just be like, oh yeah, I'll just continue it wherever. Something I hate that people need to stop doing is every time an event server happens, people are like, oh, I want to play more. And they're like, okay, I'll just arbitrarily leave the server up and you can just play it until you're burnt out. And then people play for an extra 2 weeks kind of casually. No, have like a defined, really cool end. And then just do it again in a month, you know? I feel like that's the way. Or at least that's what I think is best, so. That's what I'd rather do. Toho mod, but with Boris custom speed would go hard. I don't like Toho. I don't like just like the gameplay. I've never been a Toho fan. We don't need more Cobblemon servers. I agree. I have a hard time because I want to play on size servers and I want to play on Abe servers, but I do one and then the next one comes out and I'm like, brother, I just played nothing but Cobblemon for 2 weeks, you know? So I like say no sometimes. And that just sucks because I don't know, you get really tired of it. It's something I could do over and over again. I just need space in between, you know? So we'll see. Kind of like that. Blueprint. Let's do Evo. You. So I've seen some play a Minecraft event with beating the Ender Dragon as the main goal. I think Hollow had some of these events aside from their main server. Yeah, that's what you could do like event servers while having a normal server on the side, like a long play server. That works as well. I think for me, I just want to have a better premise than beating the Ender Dragon. Like we've done that, you know? We've done that a million times, so it'll take a little more time, but I'm trying to make something that has a lot of mechanics that are just different than that, so that it feels like something, I don't know, more fresh. It's like we as streamers get invited to so many servers, we end up playing on so many things like this that it all just starts to blend together. Like we end up doing so much of it that it's too much. Ooh, look at that. Like, Rust Kingdoms is cool, but at some point he has to do something different with that, is what Abe was saying, you know? Because, like, the Kingdoms concept, we could do it 10 times, but you could just come up with a new concept for it next time. And it'll be way more exciting to people that are watching, you know? Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. So it feels sad that almost every server lives for 1 week only and no one plays anymore. Well, here's the problem. They don't have anything to do on the server but play Minecraft when that happens, typically. They make a server and it's like, you know, not super heavily modded other than cosmetic mods, and then they're just like, here you go, play it. And what is there to do? Build a house, beat Minecraft, which you could do it like in a day. There you go. From there, a creator could make it more exciting by trying to like roleplay more and trying to have a storyline going. But a lot of people don't roleplay like that because they've just never like experienced that, or it's just not their default. They don't think to do it. And that ultimately kind of nerfs like what type of content can come out of it, you know? When you watch a lot of the really popular Minecraft SMPs, there's roleplay. It's not that mechanically there's a lot to do on the server, it's just, you know, they've given them like a couple bullet points and of a premise, and then everyone's just going from there. So that's what you need. Is you need to have admins or DMs basically that are like guiding people through something, some sort of purpose. And if you have that, then it can be really good. Like the video we were watching earlier, Ish's video on civilizations. All he did was build an interesting map, which that takes a lot of time, but they built an interesting map. They made the 2 islands different. right? They went with a rich and poor theme. And then people just roleplayed in that. That's it. He just like, that was literally all. The only thing that changed, we're gonna die here. We need a fourth ball. The only thing that changed over time was, as you go through each day, I think it was like the last day or the second to last day, they, went through and like removed the barrier that made it so that you couldn't go between the two islands. That was all. Mechanically, almost everything was vanilla, you know, like almost everything. And then they added a permadeath. Ta-da! That's it. So it's not even like mechanically there was too much crazy stuff to do, but you just set up a premise, like a DM'd storyline for people to go through, and there you go. And they were able to make really good content out of that. So I think that's what you need to have these servers last, is you need someone to just be a DM. Like Earthquake. They don't have to be the best writer in the world either. They don't need to like script out entire storylines. They just need to have a couple of directions that they go and make sure people go on those paths. Let's try to get double laser again. Have you done much DMing? In D&D, yeah. In anything else? Not really. Actually, I have sat with friends and like made tabletop games, like attempted to do that, and then I had a group of friends where we would make games occasionally and then bring them to each other. I'd just sit down and try each other's concepts. We do that a lot. So while it's not necessarily DMing, it's a lot of, you know, GM shit, I guess. I don't know. I'll actually play Minecraft on hard mode, and if I die, it's over. It's been done a lot too. Yeah. It's always fun to do that here and there, but, you know, it gets to be a lot. Or one thing that a lot of people are doing right now that looks fun is they're playing Minecraft, but they're chained together, so they have like a lead that's attached to both of the players. So they have to stay within a certain amount of blocks of each other, and they can't do anything else. So some people have made servers based off of that, where it like I don't know what fuses with what. I don't know yet. But they have someone did a server where they have the chain together kind of concept, but it rolls randomly who on the server you're chained to, and then each day it changes up, and if one dies, the other dies. And then they just went from there. Sounds silly. It is silly. I wanted to do it with a friend or two. I gotta see what you need to do it. I don't think you need a lot. I don't think you need a lot at all. I should have skipped and waited for double laser, man. I could have re-rolled. Man, it's fine. It's fine. Lead and laser. Right, alright. Bobby and Fanfan did the change together is fun. Oh, did they? I've been seeing that they I keep getting recommended videos of them watching each other's videos. I made friends with Fanfan before she had her pop off. Actually, do you guys know this lore? She was a much smaller streamer, and one of the first people that got her into the limelight in any way was Tony. Like my friend Tony from NoPixel, because he encouraged her to join NoPixel when 4.0 dropped, and he like helped her with that. He met her like randomly at an event, got her into NoPixel, and then she played her character Fanny on NoPixel, and then she like popped off after that because a lot of clips of her from that, you know, did well. So it's just funny. It's funny how it like comes really you know, full circle. I guess we could do this because we have Earthquake and Laser. Probably best. I didn't even know that for a while until he told me. Like, I was playing on the server for a bit, and I was like, oh yeah, she's really funny. And he was like, oh, that's my friend. I told her to join. And I was like, oh. Oh. Good taste. Good taste. But yeah, now it's like weird because it's all circled around 1,000 times. And now I'm getting recommended videos of Wubby and Fan watching each other's videos. Right. Guess full-time servers a small group? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. People tend to stay in their own bubbles, I feel. I think, like, I'm a person who leaves the bubble a lot. Or I'm not even in a bubble, I just, like, enter a billion other bubbles constantly. But I think, most people don't. Most people don't. They always say they're, like, afraid to encroach upon other people and what they're doing. Which I don't think anyone sees it that way. It's just, like, a brainworms thing, but... regardless. You watched her when she used to be an IRL travel streamer? Yeah, remember? Times have changed. Kind of like this one. Ow. You're in the foam. Dude, yeah, I don't know. I always considered myself very introverted, so I only as a streamer have I been like, wow, I make a lot of friends, don't I? But I don't feel like I've historically been like that IRL. So I don't know. Maybe I have been. Actually, you know what? I think I have been. It's just that a lot of the time work or business was involved, so I didn't see it that way. I think Bleed and Ghost going together would be good. Don't want to move on another star. Yeah, some people, like, for example, would see the Minecraft community and they would be like, wow, that's a lot of people, and I don't really know what's going on with it. I'll just stay in my lane, and then they won't reach out to those creators, whereas I see it and I'm like, hey, this Minecraft shit looks fun. I'm gonna invite some of them to my server. Like, even though I'm a noob. I'm just gonna be like, well, if they want to play, they can. You know. And then there's some of them that have, like, almost never done variety. They've only played Minecraft, so if they express in VC while we're at Block Wars, like, oh yeah, I've never done that, I kind of want to, I would just be like, okay, we're gonna play something then. Right? But I think a lot of people don't really do that because they're afraid. I don't know, they're just afraid. Ooh, yeah. Egg sack looks gross. Let's do that. Looks, you know, pretty well disgusting. That going. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. Dashuda. Ah! And then I just stand here and hit him forever. It's perfect. It's a perfect strat. As much fear as not able to take initiative. Yeah, I mean, I guess I hear a lot of people describe it to me as fear. Like, verbally, they're like, I'm afraid to ask people to do things when they're not in my circle. Or even when they are in, like, whatever sphere of content they're in, they're also afraid. So I think people shit on other people for, like, wanting to grow and wanting to succeed so much that now everyone's like, well, I can't look like I want to try at all. So I'll just pretend I hate making content, and pretend that I don't want to succeed ever, and go with that. Yeah, I would call it fear. They're very afraid of being judged negatively for stuff that is totally normal to want to do. I don't know what goes with what, but I assume we could just stack everything with everything, right? Every weapon with every weapon. And being ambitious becomes a bad trait. Yeah, yeah. There are things that can be bad that come out of ambition sometimes. Absolutely, but like most of it's fine. I don't know. People are just afraid. I get why though. I've done it too, where I specifically, when I first met Zen, refused to be on Zen's stream and would only play with Zen off stream because I was like, I will benefit from being in proximity to you on stream, so I just can't. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, that's not what I'm trying to do here, so I will just play with you off stream if you want to play stuff. And after a while, I was like, that's dumb. Because by that time, I was like, okay, now this is my legitimate friend, and I see no reason not, you know. It took me a while. I don't know. I just want to do more Minecraft stuff in general, though. I do like every Block Wars because it's fun. It's event-based, you know. I like being competitive even if I think I'm not gonna do that well. I still like trying, you know. God, it's like getting kind of cooked, getting a little cooked. Ow. Okay, we're good. We brought it back. We brought it back. Yeah, he said, it's good to try. I don't like the sneers at tryhards. If your job is also codependent on public opinion, I do get why you didn't want to at first. Yeah, I think, I mean, people are, like, really weird online, and you could do something that's, like, not that bad, but it's not, like, perfect, and people will call you an awful person for it and treat you like shit. Which gets really weird, really hard to navigate, so I get why people, you know, just don't want to deal with it. Who the hell is this? It's the big boy. Oh, God. Oh, God. I have not dealt with him before. The Skeleton King! What is this? I haven't gotten up to him before. Oh, I can like shoot it into his farm area. Okay. Doesn't seem to do anything. Do I need to hit the crown on the back? Oops. Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, I gotta find a good angle now. Oh, shit. I do that and let it go up? No, okay, back down. Yeah. Okay. No! Slightly missed. Hold on, I gotta stay locked. Oops. I like this fight a lot. Ooh. Okay. I wish to get closer. Okay. Shit. Fuck. And I can't... Oh. My bad. I didn't move more. I can't shoot through, or I can't kill his projectiles. Is the other thing I noticed. What is this? Bounce. We'll do that for now. Blueprint. Hold on. We gotta check the blueprint. Was the upgrade that makes your balls pass through enemies until the ball is hit is peak on that one? Yeah, I've also had it kill me before. It's very dependent, I think, on what you got going on. What are you? Oh! I see. I don't know how I want to build this out. I don't know what's ideal here. I think the buildings should be in the back. Right? I need to build these. Put you there for now. Some stacks. Yeah, okay, and then for this we're just gonna prioritize, I think, hitting that. Just making sure that happens. Okay. We go again. Can you tell there's gonna be synergy yet having certain buildings next to each other? Yeah, I don't know. Not worrying about it too much. This game looks so fun. It is. It's just arcadey, which I want more of. I need it. I don't know. If you guys were building my Minecraft server, what would you put on it? What types of mechanics? If you could choose. Or what direction would you want it to go? Is maybe a better way to put that. Let's do this. Redstone stuff? Well, the game has redstone in it, so I don't think that will ever not be a thing. Currency trading, RPG-ish. I kind of want this. Birds at every platform jump. You're right. Create mod and digital storage. Create, I love that mod. I think on bigger servers, it fucking sucks so bad. If you want a big server, it makes the server lag, even if you only have 1 or 2 things built and they're not actively running. So, I just don't think we can. Unless I was making it a smaller server. The whole point is I want to figure out how to make a server bigger and bigger and just have as many people as possible. Not, you know, keep it small. RPG mechanics, tech mods, immersive engineering. Yeah. The thing I've realized is the less modded a server is, the better it runs. Always. So I'm trying to be very intentional with what we're doing and not over mod too much. I'd rather spend time building stuff. Building up things for people to interact with and basically RP out of or create minigames out of. But not have it all be, you know, mod-based. Where possible. Not a good idea to create 2 servers with like 30 people on. I think 30 is okay. I think 30 is okay. But I'm trying to make my server like huge at some point. Not the first iteration, but over time, I'd want to do event servers that are as big as possible. And you just can't. You just can't with that, you know, that kind of scale. Like I want to have 100 plus. I just don't know if I can. Annually mining isn't always good content. Yeah, but I feel like... Okay, if you have players on the server who are going to roleplay and are going to spend time, like, building story, then you should add things to speed stuff up, like the thing that lets you harvest the whole tree from the bottom, and, like, quick mining and all that. If you don't have that, and people are going to just play and focus on building and not really gonna, like, create story as much, then you can't speed stuff up like that, or it just dies in a week. That. I'll just hit him straight up. Actually, can I? Ooh. Oh, that's nice in there. I see a server, but with survival mechanics like during Blood Moon type thing. Yeah, they're like moon phase mods, and then you can make it so that when the moon hits a certain phase, anything happens really. You can set those up so that any effect occurs. That's super doable. Yeah. Ball speed, very important. Server affecting event like the Blurch's meter getting filled, causing a big scene. Yes, yes. And that doesn't have to be modded in necessarily. That can just be, you know, if you have good admins watching and able to do whatever commands they need to do, stuff pre-built for it. There's a lot that can be done there. It could be as simple as have the player head mod on, and when someone fills a chest with unique player heads, then you're like, okay, well, now I'll spawn zombies in everyone's house. And you could just do that, you know, as a server admin. Ooh, virus. Applies disease. Oh, I like that. I haven't seen this one yet. Mod that encourages group projects? I don't think you need mods for that. I think there's so much that can be accomplished with just better DMing, honestly. Ow. Right? I think it's on the players too. I think it's heavily on the players. Because I've had this in D&D as well, where like you can set up story and you can set up funny events and things, and you kind of just make it so that it's possible. The setting is there. But then if people don't interact with it, they don't see the opportunity and go, oh yeah, let me try to do the funny thing, or, you know, let me do this, let me do that. I can't force it. Happens a lot with D&D, where people will play the game and they'll just be like, yeah, roll for attack. Oh, perception check. Okay, roll for attack. And that's it, right? Could be fun for some of them, but, you know. It just shows how very different things can be. Oh, I missed it. Great, there we go. Do that. And just add these together. Can I just skip them? Yes. I probably should have fused burn with something else and then put them together, right? I'm like slowly understanding the best ways to do this. I just don't know all the combos yet to be optimal. Collecting building gold like the one mod that goes through tech ages or something like that. Yeah. I love that kind of stuff. They watched a D&D show once where you spent over an hour, or they spent over an hour talking to people in between themselves and trying to figure out how to get into a building. It was a public library with open doors. Oh, they just didn't even know. No, it's stupid, but D&D's like that a lot. where people like really overcook on a lot of scenes. They like suspect something special needs to be done and it's nothing special, and then they just spend hours with a stupid, simple task. Please die. Please die. Ow! Dude, please die! Okay. Oh, man. Yeah. Let's add another fireball, see what happens. Live a little. Racing can be fun in adventure minigames since racing is multi-team based. Racing? In Minecraft, you mean? Racing for what? You mean like toward an objective or task, or you mean physically racing? God, I hate that they call them baby balls. So bad. It's so bad. Please let me throw this in here. Okay, thank God. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. The infection was good though. I like virus a lot. 2 blueprints. Okay, okay. We need to do that. Bonus speed. Bonus int. Okay, we'll uncover these later. For now... Yeah, I'm doing the same thing where I'm just getting this finished up. Okay, now it's built. Oh, my cat is moving my mouse. Nucky. The Repentant. Okay. W unlock. W unlock. Actually, I should just put these here like this until they're built. Yeah. Yeah. And then as far as the other stuff goes, I think there's no harm in just putting out more of these, right? Yeah, because we don't really have wood for that. And then swapping them out later. We'll just do that and farm up a fuck ton. I should just do it like this. Okay, okay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. What do you do? Is freeze. This is main. Oh, interesting. Hitting the back wall does the return, and then they pass through enemies during that return, and they damage them on the pass through. That's okay. It's kind of weird, but I like that. I like that conceptually. Make a giant house singing pathway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brother, why are we paragraphing in the chat? That's what Discord's for, dude. Okay, okay. Just bullet. You can replicate this as a game in Minecraft. Yeah, but why when you could just play this game, right? You could just play this video game. There's other stuff that you could replicate in Minecraft that I think would make more sense. But you probably could with the little slime balls and stuff, right? I don't really like the front one that much. Fuck it, let's try the stone effigy. I don't really remember what this does. Obviously I can read the prompt, but I don't remember what that looks like. Oh, it's that thing! Yeah, okay. Okay. Since we do have the back wall thing, I think this is good. Okay. Larry over here is holding it down on the left. Build a virtual PC in Minecraft that runs Quake. Dude, automated, he's made some stuff that's pretty cool. He was the guy that did that thing where you could put your Twitch chat right into Minecraft, so you could build like a little PC object and then build a large screen object. And you could type in a chat name and it would just pull up messages from the Twitch chat and show it live. Let's do that. So there's some really interesting tools like that. Otto was cool. He was, I met him in Bounce SMP, I think. Integration for streamers. It was neat. It was neat. I think should see if that lags things out or if that runs nicely. If it runs nicely, maybe not this one, but we can have one in the future. Ooh. Hear me out. Ethereal cloak with this guy's passive. Is this good or bad? Is this good? Because then I would send it out. I should try it, yeah, even if it kills the run at some point. You send it out forward, goes through enemies with 25% bonus damage, and then it hits the back. And then when it hits the back, it comes back at you with even better damage. Fuck it, I'm gonna try it even if it kills the run. For that boss, I don't know if this is a game where you get the same boss every time or you don't, so I will let myself not know and find out later. It's also just the one. Ow. It's not like every shot does that, you know? Hit my own guy there just for movement's sake. Friendly pieces? Is that like the stuff that I have? Friendly piece. It's your statue guy. That's what I assume. Just not like a word I've seen them define stuff with yet. Dude, look at that. Woo! Took him out. Took him out. There's an iron. So I was reading this paragraph and you were talking about, you're like, random and off topic, but I have to say, hey, so you don't have to say. We have a channel in Discord called Off Topic where you could be like, hey, here's my paragraph about mice. And people would be like, oh my god, me too. That's probably the spot for it, man. That's probably the place. Sure, we'll do this one. Why not? No, you don't. No, no, no. Sure, we'll do poison. Why not? Oh my god. Hold on, eyelash in my eye. Oh. Emergency. I got it. I got it. Not emergency. Not emergency. The day is saved. Oh. Oh. I've gotten real good at just fishing them out, man. Real good. Yes. Ooh. What does this turn into? Ooh, radiation beam. And when they're irradiated, they take more damage from all sources. Per stack of radiation. Hmm. There we go. Dude, actually, doing things in a vertical line like this, really good. Really good. I should have gotten the dagger that goes, oops, front or back damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, when we're passing back through stuff, we're doing plus an extra 50% damage, I think. Right? Did art for every character's HP and XP bar. Yeah. No, it feels nicely, nicely thought out. Very thoroughly done. And you know it's, like, expensive to... Whoops, I did not mean to do that. You know it's expensive to do stuff like that, so it's definitely them taking a lot of extra care to make it, you know, juicy. Lightning and radiation beam. Okay, just put it together. Okay. I kind of like being able to just aim vertically like this. I mean, I need to collect everything. I'm like slacking on my... I don't want to call it CS, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. My pickup efficiency here. Okay, we're pretty locked in. We're doing pretty good. You know, I gotta say, most upsetting thing about Block Wars was, generally, some of the fan base, the Minecraft fan base, calling Lud Unk, calling him old. Do they know? I didn't mention it. I didn't mention it. He's only 30, dude. He's 30. Is he like 20? Yeah, maybe not like that. maybe a little older than that. He's like legit 30. Where's until they get a load of this? Just you freaking wait, dude. Vision. He's still twice their age. I mean, genuinely for some of the Minecraft community, probably. Oh, we need wood. So that's it. That's the build, huh? I can feel the inefficiencies in my soul now that I'm looking back at it. That's fine. I wonder why kids like Minecraft so much. Is it just the accessibility? Is it the simplicity? Is it the simplicity that makes it like inherently easy to grasp when you're younger? Or is it just the community overall? It's like Lego to them, but then why do kids like Legos? Right? Easier and cheaper to build a castle out of digital bricks than a castle out of actual bricks. Yeah, I think a lot of parents probably look at it and really like it because they're like, hey, I see no harm in my son, you know, punching a tree, making a pickaxe, going digging, right? Can I like fight you yet? Hold on, there we go. Oh, we're burning this boss down. Holy. My god. Dude. Easy. Okay. That's what I was thinking when I was trying to picture this build. I was like, I think this is gonna work for this boss, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna like pass through him the same way it passes through everything. I guess it doesn't matter. Why not?
Do not underestimate a child's natural attraction to the cube.
Yeah, I think breaking everything down into that cube structure makes it really, really simple. I think that's all it is. I think that's why kids like it so much. Dark. Where's elixir? Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like that. All right. What do we have? Give you cool. Whoops. All right. Shit's about to go crazy. Actually, I think the placement of the forest needs to be moved to the edges. Right? This doesn't help me. We need to get rid of one. Right? No, we don't. Yes. Look at this. We didn't eat these too much. We hit them a little bit. They're all kind of... Well, not this one, but these ones are up a bit. Okay. Looking good. Why does that say plus 25%? They want me to use him? Fuck it. Oh, I need 2 years? Oh, there's a fast mode. Interesting. Interesting. The concept of Minecraft is childlike imagination? Is it? Are you saying that? Are you trying to imply that that's what the creator wanted, or you're just saying it gives you that vibe? Because if you say it gives you that vibe, I could be like, yeah. But I don't know if the creator wanted that. Necessarily. Could be true. I just haven't read that anywhere. No. Oh, this would have been good so good to have with what I had before. I don't like these. Yes. Yes. Very English paper core. Yeah. A little bit. A little bit. Maybe. It's also a lot of games in one when you have mods. Yeah, though I don't know how much kids engage with mods. I'm sure some of them do. You can do that. Helps us spread our flame a little more. Just do more with fire in general. You said what kid imagined the creeper and the Enderman? No, kids imagine creepy stuff all the time. Yeah, I still like this one. Oh. Zentoya. Welcome. Hello. Hello. We're playing Ball Pit. We just finished Block Wars earlier. We did an event today. But we're done with it now. We're done with it. So I'm just playing a bit of this. I'm thinking maybe we do this and then we could continue, Seance at Blake Manor. Kind of want to continue that game. We were playing a spooky game the other week, chat. Raiders. That was really good. I think you guys would like. Really good. You want to see how it ends? Yeah, I don't know how much longer the game is. It could be long. It could be maybe not too long actually. I think we're in the last like third of it maybe. It was good. It was the same publishers as Blueprints. A lot of people keep looking at it and being like, "Is this the same dev?" It's not the same dev, but like the style looks similar. I was sponsored to play it, and I was like, okay, we'll see if I like this. It looks pretty cool. And now I like want to finish it. It's really good. Really, really good. Have you tried Dispatch yet? We're holding Dispatch off until the last episodes are released, or we're gonna like open it up a day or two before the last episode releases, so that you know I could do it all in one row. Kind of want to binge it in a line, which is this week. So probably Monday? Question mark. Monday, Wednesday. We'll play Dispatch, and then I don't remember if the last episode releases on Wednesday or if that's on Thursday or what day that is. I have to look it up. But I was thinking the day before the last bit releases, that's when we'll or the stream before the last bit releases. We'll go and play Dispatch. It's Wednesday, yeah, so we'll do Monday. I'm doing freeze. I'm doing freeze. Might be a little counterintuitive with flames, but I don't know. I want to do it. It's on Thursday for the UK. Yeah, it should be Wednesday for me, I think. I gotta look it up. All I know for sure is it's sometime midweek. So, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. I think Dispatch looks really good, but it seems, this is just the little bits I've seen. I did play the demo. It seems like it's less gameplay, more just watching through an episode of an animation. But that's with me only having played the demo, and like if a friend's playing it, I click onto their stream and go, uh-oh, I don't want spoilers, and then leave. So I'm not really like watching a lot. What would you say, like, percentage-wise, how much of it is watching story happen versus gameplay? I don't think that's a bad thing though, because clearly the point of the game is to like be a story, you know what I mean? But I wonder if they are better off releasing it as a game than as a show. Because I think publishing a game is easier than publishing a show. And they could have released this on YouTube and people probably wouldn't have cared too much. But if you release it as a game, you get streamers playing it and that's your marketing. Right? So I was thinking about it and I was like, wouldn't this have been better as a show? Like just from the bits I've seen. But I genuinely think like it's a better strategy to release your show as a game instead. Like, right? Like, cause you're gonna, you know, you have some fun gameplay. You get a bunch of gaming creators to voice in it and you sell it to that audience. I think that actually works out better for them, right? All right, we'll do this one. Because I think when you pitch something as a show, your chance of your show getting picked up and, you know, produced into something, actually put on a network is super low. And then if you release a YouTube series out of nowhere, unless you have a huge creator already on it that's like pushing it to their audience, it doesn't really, like, YouTube's just not a good spot to monetize a show like that with how much animation costs. It's not like it's pay-per-view, you know? But for a video game, you know, you get people paying to play it individually, so you can at least make that work. What does this even make? Okay, it just... Oh, I was gonna say it takes out the freeze. No, it does both. Oh, okay, okay. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. People still buy a game like that when it's all streamed around YouTube? That's what I was wondering too. I was like, you know, a game like that where it's like just Telltale, its story. If you watch a streamer play it, doesn't that kill your desire to buy and play the game? But apparently they've already sold 1 million copies, so I think if you just make people big enough fans of it, they'll play through it themselves anyway to try different dialogue options. That's my guess. I don't know. I just wonder how that all affects everything. Would argue that for every game that ever exists. Yeah, but way, way less for games that have gameplay. Like this game that I'm playing right here, you could watch. But most people, if they like this, they're gonna buy this because they want to play it. Like, you want to feel what it is like to sit here and play this. You know what I mean? You're not getting, like, the same experience by just watching. But then a game where the whole point is to watch something in its story, then, you know. Dark. That's a new one, so we'll try it. So I wonder if streamers streaming it, if it's boosting sales enough, or if there's a good pocket of people that are like, well, I already watched it, and it's basically a show anyway, so I don't need to buy it, you know? I just wonder. Because I don't know, at least with my community, right? When we're here, if I play something and you guys like watching it, the vast majority of people that type, at least the chatters, are like, oh yeah, I got this game too. So they like to watch the game, but when there's, you know, gameplay of any type, they're like, yeah, I bought it because I wanted to play it. So they want to watch and play it themselves. But then, yeah, when it's story-based, then suddenly I feel like that changes up a little bit. But maybe that's just my community. I don't know. I don't think we want this on this build. I'm doing this. I'm taking it. I'm doing it. Look at that. Look at that. A billion balls. Ooh. Bought it because you heard good things? You avoid watching story-driven games because of spoilers? Yeah. It's a big factor for a lot of people. Oh, my cat is so cute. He's taking up, on my desk mat, the side of it that would just be mouse pad on the right. He's taking up 75% of it. But he's just, like, laid down sideways. Spreading his body out. Chilling. One of you brought up a good point. You said that my community thinks skews older, so they have more disposable income, which is why they're more likely to buy a game that they see me playing, whereas other communities might not. I do agree. Ooh, the scales of what we have. I do agree. We have a good spread here, but yeah, definitely we have like lots of people with jobs, which is very different. I know some creators that have huge communities, but their communities are young. So when they do like sponsorships, they don't really get much click-through of people clicking like a sponsored link to buy a game. They don't get it at all, even if their community is like 3 times the size as mine, because they have so many young people that don't have the income to like be sitting there and trying new games, you know? They just watch. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Ow. Since music there, do this so I don't die. Okay. Oh man, it's so fast now. It's so fast. What's the ideal demographic audience? I don't think there is one. That depends on the person. Do you mean like for money making? Do you mean for having a good time and not going crazy? Yeah, 50-year-old billionaires? Exactly. Yeah. People who just want to give you lots of money? I don't know. Like, are you talking about like as a job, or do you mean just like what's nice to stream for? Who's nice to stream for? You know what I mean? Because those are oh. Oh. Assassin. Oh, I like this. I like this. I don't know. I mean, we're talking about demographics, right? A young audience is really good to have because they tend to be overly passionate. So you could like sneeze on stream and it's a huge deal to them. They care so much about everything you do. So there's a lot of good there. That can also be really bad. An older audience would probably have more disposable income. They'll probably be more rational. So whenever there's a situation that's like not so great, it's not going to turn ultra dramatic, you know? A mixed audience can be good because you yourself stay more grounded. It's less of an echo chamber. So I think having a good mix is important. Oh man, what do I pick here? No. Like, there are positives and negatives to everything, you know? It's just what you like. There's also sense of humor in what people type and say. Some people, like, can't stand a younger audience. Some people can't stand an older audience. Just based off of joke type and stuff. So that's preference, too. A lot of people, I think, don't care too much either way. Ow. Yeah, we were destined to die there. New weapon, though. New weapon. We got more gold. Young includes they tend to not have jobs. Yeah, so the thing is, a young audience tends to just straight up watch more. There's just more of them sitting around watching because they don't have work. So they finish school and then they sit at home and they just watch. Adults have to, like, do shit. They have to work, and then outside of work, they're like, oh my god, now I have to, somebody's got to do all this laundry, you know? Like, right? So there are just fewer of them. What is this? Oh. Oh, banishing would be huge. Bonus leadership. Okay, well, let's try to get this stuff built first before we change anything. Let's try to hit some stuff up here. There we go. Got one built. Two built. Okay. Oops. Upgrade, you say? Let's upgrade 3 of these. And 3 of these. Boom. More wheat. This needs to move because we're not going to hit this. I'll put you there next time. Okay. I like this dude. I want to use him again. I want to do it. It's never folded laundry, never will. Pile supremacy. Hate that. Hate that. Younger people are more likely to interact with games, though it's different every era. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh no, we need to do with other characters. Completely untrue. Gamers are just a larger demographic. It used to be the youth played video games and older people didn't because, you know, video games happened at a certain time. But then the people who had video games when they were young are now all older, and a lot of them are millennials. Right? Or up, Gen X as well. So the gaming audience has aged. And it's a wider audience age-wise than it used to be. So it's not just a young people thing at all. Ooh, yeah, let's do this one. Because it makes the one that looks like a Kako demon. I do think tastes have changed. Or tastes kind of go with certain demographics. So you'll notice horror games, for whatever reason, are beloved by younger viewers. If you play spooky stuff, you get a lot of younger viewers. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And a lot of that comes from, they like the reactions, like someone being shocked. They find it incredibly funny. And then they also are just super into, like, their morbid curiosity is super piqued by this type of stuff. And they, like, can't look away. Yeah, FNAF. Kids love mouthwashing and Undertale. They love anything Markiplier plays. Kids love them Iron Lung videos, right? They're like, this is the best video game ever. Like, I think that game is really cool. I think it's also very boring to watch. But the creator can be really funny, you know, depending on how they react. So, you know, makes good content, and then kids are like, I'm the biggest Iron fan ever, you know, because they saw some funny, scared reactions to that game, and they got into the lore. I don't know. So, I don't know. Each demographic has its thing, I guess. There's obviously, like, no young viewers in the retro category. But I don't know. I don't think there's any ideal audience to the question earlier. Like, it's all good and bad for various reasons, and the best thing you can do is just have one that's diverse, in my opinion. I think if you got a community that's really homogenous, it's just all one, then whatever problems come along with the demographic you have are going to be amplified because there's no one, like, there to balance it. Mark said he's already wrapped up with the Iron Lung movie, so just gonna have to wait for it. Yeah, he said that's crazy to me that he decided to do a movie out of that. Are they just gonna film it in one set the whole time? I try to picture it and I'm like, oh my god. That whole thing's gonna be filmed in one fake submarine. Crazy. Undertale stand during Mike's stream yesterday. Oh my god. I said, you know, Undertale videos kept getting sent in for the You Laugh, You Lose. And the thing is, like, I was like, hey, I don't really like, just so you guys know, I said this to Mike's chat. I was like, just so you guys know, I don't really like Undertale much. So, like, if you send in something where the joke requires Undertale knowledge to understand, I'm like not likely to get it because I played the game, but I didn't get into like the fandom. I don't know the inside jokes or anything like that, you know? And that was really upsetting for this one guy. He was so mad that I didn't think it was good. And I even was like, there are things mechanically about the game and there are bits of the game that I think are good. I just overall didn't like it that much, and that was he couldn't handle that. It was too much for him, man. It was too much, and I was like, I didn't even say it's shit, I purely hate it, you know? But he couldn't do it. He was really upset, and he kept bringing up the game. And we had moved past the topic, but he brought it up like 20 more times. I was like, dude, he's not all right. He's not taking this well. You're saying so much weird stuff besides... Oh, I know. I think maybe he was just young or not well, straight up. I kind of want to try this. We keep skipping it. Let this have the potential to get crazy. Another one? No. Said it's good, but the overhype makes you feel like it's mid. Yeah, that's its own separate beast too. I don't know, every game with a big fandom will feel overhyped because there's just so much content you see of it, and it's, you know, builds you up so much. Your expectations. Yeah, it's poison. Yeah, you can't send the fandom around it. I think, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of that, though. It's an example because it's one of the most well-known ones, but there are a lot of games like that. And it sucks because it definitely turns away some people from trying some games because they're like, this fandom's terrible, I'm never playing this. And I'm like, yeah, you might actually like the game, though. It does suck that some fandoms will definitely turn away potential people that might actually enjoy the game. I know plenty of people that refuse to play like anything that's hyped. I guess they're just, oof, they're too contrarian, but like, some people just won't even try them. They won't play them at all. It could be a lot. You're flat. I loved that video. You're flat. Okay, we can probably build something new. Maybe we can get rid of some stuff too. Why don't we just expand, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, then build, and I want to make... Need wheat for you. Wood and stone. Okay. Sure. Okay. You're never gonna hit the bottom right. Never. Okay. Perfect. Ooh. I could upgrade that one right now. Or just ball speed. Actually, I want that. I want these two, for sure. Oh, you have to do it again. Okay. That's fine. We'll keep playing. You show... No, I didn't show him that video. I didn't end up doing it. I should. I should. I think you know what the worst part is about saying you don't like a game online? As a streamer, a lot of the time, I'm hamming it up because it's funny. But I don't really care that much about how much I like or dislike a game. It's as simple, like, for me, not as a streamer, just as a person, it's as simple as, yeah, if I don't like it that much, I don't buy it. Or if I don't like it that much, I just, like, don't play it again. And I don't talk about it. That's it. That's all it is in your daily life. But as a streamer, people ask you about the same games over and over all the time. You know, you give your opinions on them constantly, etc., etc. It always comes back up. And, it's ultimately funnier when you don't really like something to not leave it so simple, to just be like, I don't like it, and I hate this thing about it, and something, something. I did like this, but blah, blah, blah. Like, to talk about it a little more. But I think people read that as, like, as if it's a big deal, right? So if I'm like, yo, I didn't like mouthwashing, people are like, this matters to me, and then they'll get upset, you know? But if, like, some guy on the street that I didn't know was like, I didn't like mouthwashing, I'd be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be a big deal. But when it's a streamer, they're like, this matters, you know? So that's the hard part. Because you, the streamer, you, the person, it doesn't really matter to you that much. You're just talking and you're just on streams. It's whatever, right? But then, like, people's reactions are really, I don't know, they're very emotionally invested in what you think about games. Not all of them, not all of them. The sane ones stay quiet. There are plenty that say nothing because they don't actually care that much. They're just like, oh, okay. Me too, or me neither. Or, I don't care about this either way. I'm neutral, you know? But then when you type, it's the people that feel strongly in either direction. It's the people that really agree or really disagree, you know? Gotta become an old man. You're flat! No, you suck. Dude, that guy is just, his energy was incredible. Incredible. Oh, you said there's simple art of a specific character for mouthwashing, and you saw people sending death threats just because of the art itself, which is crazy. Yeah. Well, I think whenever you see that, it's almost always a young crowd. You know what? We've never tried turret. We'll try turret. So, you know, when I see someone sending death threats over something, like, that doesn't really matter. For me personally, it's easy to not take it seriously and be like, oh my god, I feel so bad about this. I just see it and I'm like, yeah, that's probably a kid. You know? End of story. Yeah, it's probably like some kid who doesn't understand life yet. Yeah, sure. It was really good for its target audience, but a lot of people weren't in that audience. What do you think the target audience was? I personally thought it wasn't well written. As someone who reads a lot, just as someone who likes stories, reads a lot. Ooh, like this. I thought it started off being well written. I think not the individual lines written, but if you took the story and made an outline of it and what happened in the order you get told certain things, it wasn't too bad. There are parts of it that were like outlined really well, and other parts where I'm like, I don't love the structure here. I would have changed up some of these plot points or how they're delivered. The individual bits of writing and how they decide to portray certain story elements to you, I felt like fell really flat. I think the first half of it was a lot better than the second half, personally. I think it started off a lot more promising, and then the way they go into it later and the way they wrap things up was not well executed, just in my opinion, Yeah, the midsection was a drag for sure. A lot of people commented on that. A lot of streamers especially. Some of that was on the style of gameplay, and some of it was just on they spent too long on certain parts of the story that were once it's all said and done, you look back at it, you're like, yeah, that shouldn't have been the thing that they spent so much time on, you know? There's a title lying. It's about winning in our hearts, Booster, okay? And we were the content team. At the end of the day, we shall be remembered. People will be like, yo, how was that Movember Block Wars? And people won't be like, oh yeah, I remember this team won. They're gonna go, I don't know who won, but that one team with those people on it was crazy. Crazy, all right? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. They're gonna mention our team and the lineup on it for ages to come. Ages. Forever. Forever, dude. Never forget. My cat is griefing me. Nucky, you can you please move? Please move. Go down, please. Sit on my lap or on the floor. Well, I want you guys to all know. Every stream I have to tell him to do things, or to like move, or I have to slide him around or whatever. He's like on my desk constantly or bothering me. I have 4 different spots in here. Cat beds and trees for him to sit on. Perfectly made and arranged just for him. Booster's Block Wars was mid at best. What do you mean his performance? Hey Booster, I remember killing you. I just want to say that. I'm sure there's a clip somewhere. I'm sure it exists. You know, watch your fucking back, dude. Watch your fucking back. Ah! Killed you like 3 times. Yeah, but the thing is, so pretty much all of my hours in Minecraft are just like building stuff on some casual friend servers and the occasional block wars. So if you get killed by me, you fucked up. You fucked up. I don't really like play Minecraft, you know what I mean? I don't really play it. And even then, I'm not even good at building. Everything I make kind of looks like ass. Are you like 40? Yep, definitely. Real and true. Real and true. 100%. Fuck it, we're taking freeze. It's 16 more years. Actually, you know what? To be fair, I did play Minecraft when it was in its like first ever release, ever version. I remember playing it in browser. Remember that? But I didn't really play it that much. 2011. Yeah, I am actually 2011 years old. People always get it wrong, man. Oh. Oh. Ow. You never know my age. Notch told him to take it down. Did he? I don't know. I've never followed anything about Minecraft other than the releases. like anything that's ever happened about it. Like Notch said this. I didn't even know the name Notch for the longest time. Until like within the last like 2-3 years. I didn't even know who the creator was or anything like that. And I remember it wasn't until someone told me about what the fuck ever Herobrine was supposed to be. I was like, what is this? What is this? I keep seeing like 5 years old, 6 years old videos about something that wasn't real. What is this? And they were like, oh yeah, it was this thing and something. And Notch said this. And I was like, who's Notch? Because I'm just so out of the loop. Dude, I don't know. I'm so disconnected from all of it. Do you have Candy Crush on your phone? I bet this guy's never seen Garbage Day, the classic YouTube video that only us adults know about. Curse? I mean, yeah. The occasional auto kill? That's kind of crazy. We'll take that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Garbage Day. See, they know. They know. Goated video, man. Kids these days don't get it. No, I have become a changed person, though. I'm a changed person. I watched Ish's Civilization video, the most recent one. And I understand Minecraft content now. I get it. I get the appeal. I still think it's kind of for kids half the time, depending on the creator. But you know, depending on the person, they make it work for people who are not children. Yeah, see, I don't know what jump for the beef even means. I've seen it typed like 3 times, and I go, well, that's something. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, because I'm gonna watch 5 billion Minecraft videos. Remember Y2K? All right, let's back up. You don't know what Parkour Civilization is? So I'm at least introed to that because the Parkour Civilization guy was on our team. And every time I'm on a team with people, I go watch their shit to become familiar. You can be uncultured without being young. Oh no, it's true. Everyone at every age can be uncultured. Booster, I genuinely, like don't know who anyone is within the Minecraft community. Or like I'm starting to know now because of Block Wars. But before I started playing Block Wars, I didn't know because while I played a good amount of Minecraft, the only stuff I looked for on YouTube relating to it was like build tutorials, how to use this one mod pack, you know, things like this. So whenever the algo would show me Minecraft content, it was that kind of stuff. And it took anything that was like about the creators, anything that was RP, any of that kind of stuff, and it just never showed it to me. So I've just like never interacted with any of it. So what I started doing was every time I was playing Block Wars, I'd look up videos from the people I played with and be like, yo, what's this about? What's that about? I don't know, I feel like it's a courtesy thing, like I really should, you know? I had no idea who my team was until like literally yesterday, and I binged their videos and I was like, oh shit. I think people know who these guys are. It's like I think these guys like really play Minecraft. They like really make videos. As more non-MC. Yeah, no, I think well it all started with Anthos. So I got invited a while back. Literally because Anthos likes VTubers. And they had talked about who to invite to these sorts of events. And he and some others were like, it would be cool. This game's getting too dank. They were like, it would be cool to start inviting some more people that are not really like huge Minecraft players. This is fine. Actually, no. And so Anthos was like, yeah, I'll find some people that are like not really Minecraft players, but have played enough hours in the game that like they might like this sort of thing. And then he just started inviting VTubers because a lot of us have Minecraft servers with each other and stuff. So I was in like that first seed of people. So when I first joined, most of the people that played Block Wars were like Minecraft players, you know? And I've watched it like evolve over time. And I blame Anthos. I think it's a good thing though, because then you get a big spread of skill on the teams. Which is kind of nice. Because from what I've seen other events, it looks like it's really about top fragging. Oh. That thing looks nasty. We'll take that. Who's Ludwig? Yeah, Ludwig from Connor. You know the one. Dude, he was already so familiar with a lot of the guys on my team. I was like, why am I on this team? I liked my team, though. I was, like, happy to be on it because everyone was great. But when I looked at the initial lineup, I was like, you know, I don't know why they placed me here. I was trying to make sense of it. But hey, best team. I think it was just the content team. I think that's all it was. I think that's all it was. A Caliban? Nope. Nope, we don't engage with any of that. Any drama that starts to get into that zone? Nah. Surprised to see you on that one. when they sent me my my team, they open up the team chat and they send, you know, your image and they're like, here's who's on your team. I was like, what is this? Let's go here. Swap, the whole point is to not talk about it. You think I'm gonna answer your question? I'm not. Agents had spirit. Oh, we sure did. We sure did. We had attitude and we had gumption, dude. Look at this. See this? Burn them down. Easy. Hold on. Hey. Oh. Okay. The perspective's a little tough. Hold on. I'm gonna like move out of the way. There we go. Okay. Wait, can I like... Ooh. Okay. No. I wanted to shoot through that side, dude. Okay. There we go. Was afraid of the Skeleton King. Oof. Ta-da. Ta-da. Easy. Cozy home. All right. So now we can go. What's next after the bone zone, huh? What's the next one? I hope it's literally hell. I hope all the level designs are like really campy. Select all lift, upgrade. Whoa. Snowy shores. Okay, this is the opposite of what I thought it was gonna be. 20. Shit. You gotta do it. Go, boys. Rattle them. Rattle them. Is that enough? Ooh, okay. Okay, then that needs to be built. Move you guys out of the way. That doesn't matter. We need you here. Put you there. That's all well and good. Enough. Okay. Going with you like this, dude. Ooh, look at it. Ooh. You think the boss's arrows look like dildos with balls and all? I don't think they did at all. I think that's just an image your brain conjured up because it's all you can think about because you love it so much. You love it so much. You can't stop thinking about it. It's okay. It's all right, man. It looks so cold. You know, the mind's eye sees what it wants to see, as they say. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck it. Egg sack. We're going egg sack. What is this? What does this do? What does this do? Oh, do I slip on that? Oh, okay, I do. Interesting. Oh, is he shielded from the front? Hate that. Hate that a lot, actually. Hate that so much. This guy has two. Did you see him? He was 2 levels. Look at him. Oh, that's new. It's very new. Okay. I do like bleed. I do like bleed a lot. Did you know? Oh.
I'm stuck in the ball.
No!
Oh god, there's so many balls.
Oh.
I can't get out.
No. It's over, man. They're gonna go in your lungs, dude. It's so over. Ah. It's completely over. Forever. Forever. That's actually how I've lost most mods. So they do get stuck in the ball pit. It's really hard to get them out. They just TTS you and complain instead of like trying to wait. I tell them, hey, swim parallel to shore. They just never do it. They never do it. So prone to ball pit drowning. You're afraid of ball pits? I just think they're like disgusting. You know, just from a cleanliness standpoint. And I know they make these machines that you can have to sanitize the balls in the ball pit, but does every place do that properly? No. No. Rarely, in fact. Oh my god, wait, these are side shielded? Fuck. That's new. Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. Do that. Let's break this open so we can get to the side of it. Just shove them in there. Yeah. Yeah. What, Bark? Was because he didn't do it within a second? Those companies still use brooms from the 50s? They're not sanitizing anything? I know, I know. So gross. I liked this last time. Disgusting. Ooh. Yes. Evo. Alright. Blizzard. Ooh, and then we can get Blizzard and Virus. I like that. I like that a lot. Look at this. Now our shit's popping off. Yes. Yes, because we're doing so many side shots here. Ow. Ow. So... Hold on, my cat's complaining. Oh, he's fine. I wanted to make sure he could get out the door. Sometimes he closes the door on himself, but no, he's just trying to get me to pay attention. He's just laying down at the door going... Whatever, man. Whatever. What fucking ever. You're going in. You're halfway to the doo-doo shit Discord roll? Oh. Not many have it. Not many do. We might need to add another one so we can have people prestige. Perhaps for 500? I don't know. Gotta make an elite club. $3 billion and you can join my other Discord chat. It's a great idea. Oh, we're cooked here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It was so good until it suddenly wasn't. Have you tried locking him out? I think you guys have heard when I've locked my cat out of here, and you've heard him outside just, like, complaining a shit ton. He don't like it. I still banish him sometimes anyway. Like, sometimes you just have to, but... Okay, okay. Beautiful. We could probably just add more stuff, right? I need more of these. Well, I don't use a lot of stone. I don't know that we actually need a lot more of them. We're gonna do that next time. So when they hit it, they're gonna, you know, hopefully. No, I want to use him for it now. Well, yeah, I want to use him. You were saving your points for the trombone or redeem, now you have no purpose. Yeah, but imagine doing that at scale. As the chat grew, having a redeem where people could just make me stop what I was doing and then play a different game for a round. When it was like very rare that it happened, it was fine. But then it became like harder and harder. More and more people were here, and I was like, I can't sustain this. I can't sustain this redeem. That's the, like, one of the things I do miss about being a smaller streamer is being able to have more stuff like that. Because at a smaller scale, you can do like these more elaborate redeems. But yeah, after a certain point, it becomes impossible to keep doing. Okay, okay. No, I'm trying to hit you. I'm trying to hit you. Okay. All right. Yeah, the tromboner wasn't sustainable. It wasn't, dude. There was no way we were going to be able to keep it long term, but I set it up knowing that, and I was just like, well, I'll do it as long as I can. You miss a slap redeem? I don't. In concept, I really liked it, but after doing it like hundreds of times, it's, you know, you know, I miss the idea of it, but I don't like doing stuff like that in hindsight when you've done it so many times, you know? Did Slapper Team? No, he made it up. I also made it up. We all made it up. To make fun of you in particular. Just to get you. Ooh, okay, we'll go here. I don't know. I think a lot of stuff like that was nice, but you do it enough times, you're not gonna miss it anymore, you know? Ow. I think what I miss is not individual redeems. It's more like, oh, it was nice when you could. Oh, that was unavoidable. It was nice when you could do things that were more personalized, right? Like the overall sentiment is definitely there, but the specific stuff, man, I did them so many times. And I'm like, yes, I'm good. I'm good for that forever. Yes, because we have vamp. Get these in there. There we go. Ow! I sat there for too long. My bad. My bad. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We gotta hold. Done right, done right. Okay. It's a Yeti. Who would have thought we'd see him here? Whoa. If you had to start over again, could you do it? What do you mean, could I do it? Do I think I would find success? You're saying start over with my current knowledge? Could I emotionally handle having to start over? What do you specifically mean? Yup. Yeah, I think so. I think it's harder nowadays, so it'd probably be slower. But I think knowing what I know now, I would be able to grow a lot faster. A lot of people will say, like, oh, this stuff is, like, so luck-based and so chance-based. I don't believe that. I think there's an element of that, but I don't think that that's the largest factor at all. I think it's actually... I don't want to say necessarily skill-based, but more like knowledge-based. Once you get YouTube, you get YouTube. Once you get Twitch, you get Twitch. Some people never get it. They get some things, they don't get others. You know, but I think the knowledge base is the most important factor there. This thing might kill us. Ooh, yeah. Oh! Oh, we got him. Okay. We'll start overhealing then. Ooh. Yeah, I actually want this speed. Because we have to reposition so much. So remember, Ludwig tried to stream as new streamer. He created a new account unknown to everyone. He's really like, he didn't like it. I mean, yeah, no one's gonna like the beginning stuff when you've already experienced the other stuff. It's way better to be where you are, you know, after all the success or whatever. Or after you've grown at least a bit. Once you have a community, that makes things a lot better. But, yeah, no one would like that. Going from one to the other. It's very much your ability to improvise rather than plan ahead. No, it's both. Also, that's like a very vague statement, so it's like, yeah, you could say that's true, but too vague. Too vague to fully agree or disagree with, you know? The thing is, like, if you understand the YouTube algo and you understand, for example, let's say it's VTubing, you understand the VTubing audience, you could just do well. You could just do well. If you understand how to use your voice correctly, maybe your voice sounds like it kind of sucks the way you deliver stuff. But you know how to, like, speak when recording to make yourself sound better because you've worked on that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that you learn as you go to improve yourself. But if you've restarted with all of that already known, it's so much easier to grow. So much easier. To a certain point, There's a threshold where it's like, it gets a lot harder, but, you know, to go from, like, nothing to an okay point, I think is totally doable for anyone with the right knowledge base. I think the thing that holds people back usually is not necessarily that they don't know what to do, it's that they're unwilling to do the things they need to do. Or there's a skill they don't have, like a really good one. I always say, I think a lot of VTubers, something that holds them back is their lack of aesthetic sense. So that means their own design might not look great. They're not good at picking artists for, like, overlays and emotes and all these things because they just haven't really developed a good eye for that. But when you tell them that, they're like, but I like my stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm telling you that the stuff you have is not as aesthetically pleasing as you think it is to a wider audience, so they're not, you know, it's not going to attract people, right? For example. But a lot of people won't. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't want to hear that. And they'll kind of refuse to change anything. Or if you're like, hey, your design isn't that great, it's okay, but it's not really executing the concept like that well, they'll be like, but I like it. And I'll be like, okay, well, now you have to be like 5 times funnier, you know? Because people are gonna click and be like, design's okay, not doing it for me. You know, people are really judgmental. They judge you with their eyes and their ears instantly when they click on your stream, so you have to, like, know that. We're about to die here. That's once the big stacks come up, it becomes tough. We'll just go retry. But yeah, and it's stuff like that that's like, it's tough because, you know, you have to decide if this is just a hobby to you, then none of that conversation matters, right? If this is just a hobby, then you should actually just do what you like. But if you're like, no, I want to succeed, I want to grow, well, now it's a different conversation, right? I think that's where a lot of people struggle, is they don't want to have that conversation. They're like, I want to grow and I want to do better. But then when you're like, okay, well, then you have to change stuff to stuff that isn't for you, but for other people. They're like, ugh! And they get sunlocked and they just stop right there, you know? So I think that's the hardest part of growing for most people is genuinely, like, they're unwilling to do what they need to do. Because it means giving up, you know, not making this just for yourself, making this for everyone and yourself, like, as a collective. And it's tough. That's tough for a lot of folks, I feel. Would you say it's still a find a niche game? No, not necessarily. That's one way to do it. I mean, you have to no matter what. That's like, you have to have some sort of niche that you're in, because everyone does, but you don't have to go ultra niche. You just have to appeal to the audience. It's a know your audience game, I would say. Selling out in a way. It's not selling out, but they'll feel that way about it, or they'll call it that, even though it's not. But, like, if you think that's selling out, then literally every company that does anything is selling out. It's just, I don't know. It's like one of those conversations that just makes no sense to have when you're talking about your livelihood, you know? A lot of people get trapped in that mindset. So my niche is that I'm forcing about anime. No, I'd have to never talk. You ever watch his streams? This chat is also nothing like that chat. It's like the opposite, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. Playing up at the top, we're doing well. It's a solid round thus far, solid round. What would you do if you had to start over? I think that is too long of a discussion to have. I could make a really specific plan of exactly what I would do. I'm not gonna tell any of you. Because I'd have to sit here and detail and outline it to you, and I'd sit here and yap for 3 hours. The TLDR is I'd come up with, oh, I should do these like 2 things, focus on these 2 things. And then I'd do them for like 3 months. That's it. And I'd just be consistent, honestly. I don't know, man. My eyelid is so itchy. Oh my god. Is starting over even a thing? No. I mean, if your voice is known and stuff, it's not. This is just hypothetical. Yes, we love virus. Field cleared. There we go. Trying to like throw it in there and see if I can get it to bounce. Hold on. Like this. Here we go. Bosses always have this like little bit in here where you can just get a bunch of them stuck. Look at that. You get maximum bounces. Ow. Okay. We could die to this thing because, it's approaching quickly and I don't have much to show for it. I think we just need another ball here right now. Okay. Okay. Would you have still joined an orc? Yeah. You know, look, let me be really clear with the shoujo and stuff. Even if there were things that I could see, like, weren't great, I still knew that by being in there, I was benefiting. Did I know how badly some stuff was going to turn out? Absolutely not. But even with the foresight to look at the business model and be like, I don't get how this really makes sense. It's probably not going to last forever. Even so, I was like, well, then I'll be along for whatever ride is there. And, you know, like, I don't think that shit can last forever unless they, you know, get 1,000 investors over and over. But, you know. Now, obviously, I didn't look at it and think, like, some stuff was gonna be, you know, like straight up malice, things like that. That definitely changed things, but, in general, you know, I would still do it again. I'd say I still benefited in the end, right up until the end. And then, like, money-wise, did shit go weird? Yeah, absolutely. But in every other way, you know. I feel like there's a lot that I still got that I really wanted. Because for me, the important thing was, like, the group experience, getting to do shit with my friends and having that... We're, like, on the back end, just knowing we're a group and speaking to each other like that kind of thing. That's what I wanted, so... That was more important to me than a lot of the other stuff. So I would 100% do it again. But the important part is with those people that I was genuinely friends with, you know what I mean? So that's like, it's very different. If someone asked me to join an org with people I wasn't friends with, I'd be like, you know, this better make me like $2 million because I, you know, like I don't see the point otherwise. If it's not like a thing I'm doing with my friends, you know? It'd be a harder sell. Much harder sell. $2 million. So these two. Let's do it. Yes. Okay. Just making pocket room now. You could tell the car was going to run out of gas, but not that the driver was on that green beer. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it. And then at some point, you're like, looking in the rearview mirror, you're like, are his eyes red? And you go like, yo, are your eyes a little red? And he's like, no. And you're like, are you sure? You feeling all right? I'm feeling fine. You know, and eventually you're like, maybe I should, you know what, just drop me off right here. You know? That's the best way to put that scenario. maybe you should just let me out here. Sure. Go slingshot. I don't know. It's definitely like watching a train wreck in slow motion. Knowing that you also had to move in slow motion because of like, you know, like legal shit that takes a while. It was just painful. It was just painful. Man. one too many jazz cigarettes, 100%. Ooh, yeah, let's see this one. Oop. Ow. Please die? Okay. Oof, okay. That thing was getting really close. Really, really, really close. From the viewer perspective, that shit was at like 120 miles per hour. Yeah, you know, a lot of the people that I have seen over time commenting on all of it, you could just... their perspective of it will always be so many miles different than mine, because for us, this is like a slow, painstaking process. But for everyone else, it was like they were just handed a bunch of news immediately and got to make a judgment immediately. Rather than, you know, having to piece stuff together. Like, remember when I played Blueprints? And I had the board, just like my Pepe Sylvia board. I was doing that for like months, dude. Longer even. With a bunch of tiny little things that all seemed disjointed. That's more what the experience was like, okay? But then for you guys, it was just a very sudden drop, which is like the opposite. It was like the moment certain things were confirmed, then you just got to hear about it, you know? It was kind of a crazy experience, though, having things that I was like trying to piece together to figure out, like, you know, confirm stuff for like months and months and months. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yep, here it is. Everyone knows, by the way. I was like, oh, what? Very interesting. Very interesting times we live in. Oh. Did you already put in your 2 weeks when you're on that blueprints grind? It's more so like I put in my approximately 2 months. Little, well, not exactly, but close enough. And had been talking about putting it in before that. Do I like any of these here? I kind of like this because I want to think that it goes through the shielding. And we need more AoEs just because of all these really, really tall ones. So we gotta make that a thing. You hope you don't have to deal with that level of corporate BS in your career. I hope not. I don't wish it on anyone. I've dealt with some stupid shit in the past that made it so that while this all was a big deal to me, at the same time, it wasn't like my world coming crashing down because I was like, yeah, well, I've seen a lot of things not work out for a lot of different reasons, you know? So maybe I'm just no stranger to like having to hard pivot. You know? But I think a lot of other people weren't used to that, so it's a lot harder for them to deal with it. But I had the, you know, the unfortunate experience of, you know, yeah, shit not working out in the corporate world. And the more you're used to, like, giving up on things and pivoting to something else. Ooh, look at this. The more each time it becomes easier and you're able to more quickly make decisions that are good for you, you know? This thing is sick. Oh, don't like that. Oh, they come back. News to me. Let's get rid of these. Oh. Need to clear this shit out. So I can move freely. Oh. I hope to like trap some of these balls in there with it, but we're gonna have to like go like this and hit it from the back area. Hit it from the back. There. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that's a very easy pattern. All right. Ooh. Okay. We're doing all right. Ooh. Just shoot him in no matter what. Nice. This boss ain't so bad. It ain't so bad. Ow. Just do this straight up. We'll just do this. Shoot him in the face. There we go. Woo! Ooh! Ta-da! Easy. easy. Also, no first-time chatter. You said, you guys ever want to punch a baby or a child, or is that just me? You're so different. I'm gonna make sure that you can go be different somewhere else. Or maybe you can sit here and watch for a little bit. And then remember that you don't need to be different, man. Everyone's the same, actually. I think everyone's the same. Okay, we got the trophy. Easy. I would say first time clear wasn't exactly, but close enough. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, also Zenji, thank you for the raid. Please just build it, please. Okay. Thank you. Please. Oh, we're so close. All right. Leadership is number of baby balls and their damage. Ooh. We're adding you in. AoE power and status effect power. Why does the font size change so much? Oh god. Why does it do that? Yeah, enhance. Maybe the next trophy we get will be even bigger. What is that? I don't know, Mink. Wait. Veteran. Davila. Okay. Just move stuff out of our way for a sec. These things still need to be built. Do some of these. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Another one. Another one. Ooh. Just stretch and pop my shoulder. I like the art for the health bar on the left. Someone mentioned earlier, they're like, oh, look how they changed it per. I like it a lot. First guy was blind, second guy wasn't. Dude, tell me about it. Sure. Sure, I think Egg Sack could go crazy on this one. Lots of potential. Okay. Yes. Yeah, just because we're doing sides a lot. What's the blue bar do? That's your, like, you'll notice it goes up when I pick up the gems. That's experience. Next level. Let me do this. We do this, and then we take anything that gives you baby ball damage, I think. Or any improvements to them. We're kind of setting up for that. Hopefully we pull it. You make it happen. Oh. That's a big boy. Look at that. Okay, okay. Hold on, we're staying on this track. Just get every baby ball possible. How do big streamers find editors? Guessing not, though, indeed. Okay, so it's really easy to find an editor. There are lots of people out there looking for work. It's hard to find good editors. But that's not a problem if you are good at directing and like teaching them how to do what you need. So if you are good at like finding references for them, for example, so let's say there's like a style of editing you want to do and you don't know how to explain it, but you're really good at like making playlists of references and being like, hey, this is the vibe I'm going for. Can you do something like this type of pacing, whatever. You can direct someone who's not like a great editor to become a great editor for you and your purposes, right? And you can just find people advertising out on Twitter and stuff that they're looking for work, or you can look at someone else's videos. Not huge creators, because those people never have time, but you can look at someone else's videos maybe and see if their editor is like credited and see if they work. Larger creators, I wouldn't do that because those people are probably just so busy and they'll never have time for your projects, but like mid-sized creators and small, you could do that. But yeah, finding a good editor who can do everything for you to the point where you don't have to direct them is great, but I think it's kind of unrealistic to look for that. So really, like, you have to get good at directing. And when you want like a video edited, we could use Ish's Minecraft thing, his civilization video that we watched at the beginning of the stream as an example. Like, that video was so good, but so much of that was on him scripting it, coming up with outlines and being like, okay, we need a clip of this sort of thing here and this sort of thing there. Right? Like, you could have a good editor, but funniest joke I've ever heard in my life. But you could like get the greatest editor of all time, but it's still on you to do a lot of that legwork. But it depends on what you're going for. There are also editors that will just take whatever you do on stream and yeah, they'll just like over-edit it, so it just comes out as whatever their vision is. That can work too, but those people tend to be pretty expensive, and I think it's not too worth doing that, because then it doesn't really feel like you in any personal way put a touch on that video, you know? It doesn't feel like your content. It feels like just someone else edited you and that's it, because that's what it is. If that's all you want to do, that's okay, but... Lucky, please stop. Lucky, I got frozen because you wouldn't move. Lucky, please. Bark, for example, of a fine editor. Yeah, Bark is capable of everything I need. So, like, he's very good at listening to what I want and trying to execute what I want. He's not someone who's like, I can only execute my own vision, or whatever. There are editors I've worked with that were like that, where, like, they can only really edit a certain style of thing, and if you don't make that exact type of content, they just, like, won't. They're like, yeah, this probably won't work, and I'm like, oh, okay. But Bark is, like, down for anything. And then if we're making a video and it needs some writing or something, I can write it, he can write it, we can sit together and write it, like, we collaborate a lot. And he'll be like, oh, I grabbed these clips so we can kind of, like, maybe have some voiceover to push in this direction. Then I'll sit there and actually write what it'll be, and we'll sit down and, like, make sure that makes sense and, you know, kind of both work on it. It's really nice. Because I want it to be back and forth. Lucky, stop. And then my goal is just to try and give him enough work so that he only works for me forever. Please. Norbickton, thank you for the Day of the Ray. Hey, thank you for anyone who subbed or gave bits or anything earlier as well, while we were in Block Wars. I was not stopping to thank, because we were, you know, in VC with the team. Just making note of it. What happens when enemies reach the bottom of the screen? That's when you take damage. So if you are too close to an enemy, you said some of them have a red exclamation point when you get close. Well, that one was being hit, so I wasn't doing it, but basically that means they're about to lash out and hit you. But also if they get to the bottom of the screen, they do the same thing. I don't want any of those in this. Hmm. No, I want to think that gives me baby ball damage. Whatever. Taking move speed. Because there's so much to dodge. I got so many balls, dude. Don't forget to check your balls this November, by the way. Don't forget. I didn't want to do that. I don't know why I clicked that. My brain was like, don't do that, and then I clicked it. That's fine. Nothing bad actually happened, so it's fine. It's fine, dude. Okay, big scary triangle dragon has arrived. Yeah. I don't know why I just don't believe in the iron ball as much. Oh, I couldn't kill him in time. Oh well. Oh well. Let's do this. We can hit stuff on the side. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'll do the bleed. 500 stacks of bleed. Is there a good fix for 7TV sometimes? Just not rendering emotes? Nah, it just breaks. I have not personally found anything good. I would say get rid of 7TV and use FFZ. Franker faces. Because they all can display the same libraries. They all load each other's emotes in. And FFZ is lighter weight and breaks way less. Way less. 100% recommend that one. Ow. It's also one of the older ones, just one of the OGs. It's just been stable for so long, so I got big trust in it, you know? Oh, it's any. Wait, can I fuse all of them? No. I see. Looked like it could for a second. Blood wind, guys. It's a blood tornado. You guys love those. It's like your favorite thing, dude. It's me when I fart. Is that you when you drink milk? Ow! Fuck. Shit. Out the back end. Yeah, no. Me when I got food poisoning, man. Terrible experience. Terrible. Actually, yeah, I could probably punch through a line in the middle here. And then just start, like, going like this. Look at that. Remember that Wukong boss that summoned actual blood to randos? Dude, Wukong, that game was so cool. I kind of want to go replay. That game was really good in hindsight. You know, I like to think back on things, especially after the hype has died down, because that game was one of the most played for a while. I think it deserved it, looking back. It was really good. Wish Lies of P got the same treatment. It was still pretty well played, but you know, not the same like crazy amounts of fervor. But it was so good, so good. Okay, what do we got? What's that? It's just another layer of them? Oh, no, the boss is there. Okay, okay. I see him. I see him. Okay, okay. God, this board looks crazy. With like 5,000 little balls just everywhere. Okay. Yeah. All right. Clear this out a little. The one hard part with this character is just that you can't ever not shoot. Which is usually fine. Sometimes, like with bosses, you just don't want to be spending everything immediately. You can't hold anything back with this character. Okay. I don't think we can sneak any through here. Oh, maybe a little bit. Okay, okay. Oh, oh. No. You know, for a sharpshooter type character, this guy's aim is so bad. Ooh, okay. Okay, the wheelwright. Oh, I can see what the third area is too. So quickly. Look at that. Look at that. I came for blood. I think your stream is really cool and fun. You were awesome in the event. Did someone pay you to come here? Were you paid to say this? Be honest with me. Who paid you? Thank you. Thank you so much. I had a good time. I had a really good time. I love Block Wars. I will play Block Wars forever. I do hope he comes back. I hope other people come back. I hope they like it. It's just genuinely such a fun thing. And I try to like get all of my friends to do it wherever I can. But it's hard to convince people without just showing them a video and being like, here it is, you know. But once they see it, usually they're cool. What? Ooh! The cohabitants? It looks like American Gothic. It's a direct reference. Cute. Ew, what's their thing? A couple with many, many children. Oh, they have brood mother. Okay. Breach ball launch copies launch in the mirror direction. Balls deal half damage. Oh, double the number, but half? Interesting. Interesting. You want the Zen and Boone Dream Team back? Dude. When I was making my list of people that I like have to invite to my Minecraft server, I think in the first okay, so I first wrote out like Bishojo members, right? And then I was like, okay, now that that's out of the way, who's like first draft? First name I wrote, Boone. Unironically, first name. I was like, he needs to be in here. He has to be, man. We need him. We gotta have him. All right, I think we played enough of this for now. Let's go play our spooky game.